Hello and welcome, my lovely Sagittarius. Sagittarius, this is your card in tarot. It is the Temperance card. It's like my new favorite card in tarot because it is all opposites can be made into a unified third. This is mastering balance instead of sacrificing. You don't have to give something up. You can integrate. Alright, me being the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Clovers, my readings tend to focus on life, craft, action, nurturing ourselves and others, and using our will for the highest good and calling. Alright, Sagittarius, this is also your weekly intuitive energy and card reading through the week of October 21st through 27, 2019. Remember that time is merely a pretense, and these can be past, present, or future energies and lessons. This is also a general Sagittarius reading, meaning sun, moon, house, rising positions. However, it still will not apply to all, but do hang around for the entirety of the reading for all the messages for your sign, your collective as a sign. Yeah, it's a lot of Scorpio in the sky. A lot of Scorpio. I know that full moon hit me like a boot to the head, so it must have hit you as well, being all that fire in that moon. So I'm just going to ask Spirit, just a lot of like unmasking, a lot of shadows, energy, a lot of people coming to light with that full moon, like truths and their reality for our friends are, who our foes are. It's kind of a quiet time right now in Mercury retrograde, in the shadow of Mercury retrograde, and it's time to like set our boundaries, open our hearts to those who we now know are our dearest friends, and close our hearts to those who are our enemies. Ooh, so I'm just asking Spirit, what does my Saggies need? Ooh. Spirit says you're really thinking about how to take care of yourselves. You're concerned about your finances, how to really manage your garden. This is all about self-care in terms of being able to pay your rent, having food to eat. So if things are going so well that you got a pet bird, and a giant pet bird, but then it has this kind of hangman energy. It feels like somebody's stuck at home. It feels like this is an energy of just trapped at home. Maybe you can't get away on a vacation. Maybe you're homebound with illness or injury, or you work from home. Either way, it's not hermit energy. It's kind of that stuck kind of thinking energy. It's very active energy in spiritually, meditation, prayer, to kind of get you through it, to kind of cope through it. But it's almost like a pause in life where you kind of just got to sit still on your hands and like wait for that money to come in, or wait for the green light on something. It's that energy of this Page of Pence can't move forward just yet, or you can't move forward in the grandest of way or the biggest of ways. A Page of Pence is kind of like that. It could be a message about money that you're waiting for. But it feels more like, no, it is a message. Oh, it is a message. But it has a little, like bad news to it. Like it has a possibility of it being bad news. So it's, yeah, you're seriously waiting. Let's, Page of Pence. Let me get some clarity on this message you're waiting on. See if we can figure out if it's good, or it's probably good. It's sad news. That's, first of all, it's news of mourning. It's news of mourning because it's, this Page of Cups might be taking you back to your childhood. You might be expecting, somebody might be expecting, and they're going through that time where they're like on bed rest. I don't think, if somebody's expecting around you, or a child is coming in, they're going to be fine, but it's not going to be easy. It's actually going to be kind of difficult. And that Page of Cups is the love message that's coming in on that, which is something is coming in, and the reason there's mourning, the reason there's a little sadness here with the Five of Cups is because it's a possibility of sadness. It's a possibility of sadness. There's something about this that is, because Spirit wants me to pay attention to this Ace of Wands. This is just, Spirit's like, this is like a fear, a possibility, and this is like, you're trying so hard to stay positive. And this Ace of Wands, though, your inspiration is coming. This message that you're worried about, this Page of Pentacles message, it's going to be inspiring. It's going to set you on a new path. It's almost like, flipping the switch to better things. Turning on the light switch. I feel like I'm playing charades with Spirit right now. But I don't really understand the situation, because this Five of Cups is very sad. You will cry. I want to cry right now. But Spirit says, keep paying attention to this card, because you're only going to have to go through the fear of it. It's like when you go to the hospital and they say this and this and this can happen, and one of those is possibly like the worst possible thing. That's not going to happen, is what Spirit is saying. And it's going to clean out this fear. That makes more sense. Okay, I got it. Sorry. I feel silly right now, Sagittarius. But okay, here's the message. Okay. You know when, like, let's say somebody has a brush with death, or you're standing and somebody almost steps off the curb and gets run over by a car, and you're like, oh my God, I almost lost you. Or, or somebody gets lost in the crowd and there's violence, and maybe like you hear somebody was injured or killed, and you're separated from your loved one and you're looking for them, and finally you find them and you're like, oh my God, I thought I lost you for a moment. That's that moment. This is the moment that's coming in. It's huge. It is so big. And it almost like resets your heart on a pathway that it's like reset your heart on the way it's supposed to be, the way you're supposed to approach life more, less of a panic, because you're coming out of a panic. You're coming out of a difficult time, Sagittarius. Especially, I know I've done your readings for long enough to know that Sagittarius has been fighting and fighting for so much right now. But this is that moment of just everything falls into perspective. Everything, you do get a change of perspective. The Hangman is there. And it's just that moment, and it's just, your whole life is going to light up from this, but you will go through a difficult moment if you haven't already. Spirit is saying most of you have actually gone through this, or have already come out of hearing the news that things aren't going to be deathly or dastardly or awful. You know, the end of the world is not here. And, yeah, the end of the world is not here. That's a big message. And, because losing a person, it has to do with people or people you love around you, that possibly you have a moment of them not being in your lives anymore, and it fucking blows your mind. It changes you. Seven of Cups in reverse. Seven of Cups is options, and it can, especially if you're talking about dating and love, it's like options, like lots of people want you. No, this is in reverse, and for me, in reverse, it means you know. You are not just indecisive. You've made your decision. You're moving forward. You're making that. You know what you want. You're grounded in your desires, in what you know to be the best thing for you. King of Wands in reverse. You know what you want. You know what you need. King of Wands in reverse is actually kind of a little more steadier of a king for me, because King of Wands upright can be a bit flighty, but this is you holding position. And it is you being a little more forceful, a little more controlling in your situations, because you're starting to control your energy. Ooh, Eight of Cups. This isn't bad energy. This is staying energy with the King of Wands in reverse and this Eight of Cups in reverse. You're pouring out all your cups and you're getting them ready to be filled again, where you've decided on your terms, from your perspective, understanding who you love and who is your enemy, kind of thing. That's a big message for everyone this week, but this is absolutely you. This is taking control in a big way, but it's taking control of your life, of your emotions, letting go of nonsense and drama. It feels like, you know, you're like, that's it, new start, emptying my cups. They're going to be refilled the way I want them. This is walking away, but when it's in the reverse, it's staying. And because of the cards surrounding it, you're going to refill your cups. You're pouring out that old shit. It's like a whole new existence. Yep, 5 of Swords in reverse. That tells me somebody is coming out of the cold, or coming out of conflict, difficulty, judgment. You have an ending coming. You have a change, a major change coming, and it's a major change in love. And 10 of Wands energy. Okay, you need to come out of this 5 of Swords. 5 of Swords energy to complete this, to get your own record on, to put your own music on, so that you can have the connections you want. Like, there are people in your life that light you up. They really do light you up, and you are not lit right now with this 10 of Wands in reverse. It feels like you're walking through the dark a bit. And it even feels like you might be feeling like you're crawling through the dark a bit. That was a tough one. The information that comes to you is a tough one. When you get that Ace of Wands moment, the relief, you're still going to cry kind of feeling. But there's some type of conflict or constant battle feeling. This is like swords ready feeling that you're going to drop. You're just going to drop your sword. And you have to, because you need your own music on. You need your own connections on. You're not doing very well. You're not paying attention to the important things. And that's why it's withholding judgment. It's withholding that final completion, that decision to move forward with the new you, to move forward with, this is moving forward with the people you love in your hearts. You need to move forward with the connections that are important to you, the people that are dear to you. You need to put down those burdens and remember that these people are joyful for you. This is love that's worth celebrating, really. But you've lost a little bit of the perspective. I think you've been working too hard for everybody else too. I do get that from this card, that you just need to kind of drop it, I get that feeling like your kids ain't in diapers anymore, honey. You need to start adjusting to basic changes in life, adjustments in life where you can let go of some things. And I did feel some major control energy from my Saggies, so make sure that you're not holding on too tightly to anything you shouldn't be. I'm hoping this message makes sense this week. Ooh, yeah, another last push in parenting. This King of Hearts feels could be a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces in your energy, but with this 9 of Wands here, and that comment I just made about the diapers, this could be a parent energy, somebody you definitely take care of. With you being the King of Hearts, it's very like the fatherly kind of having to take care of somebody energy. Could be kids, could be your kids, could be grandkids, whatever. But whatever it is, you really only have one last push before you're done with this parenting energy, this responsibility energy, this absolute responsibility energy. You really only have one last push before, everything completes. This is definitely spiritual completion and physical. This is physical completion. Spiritual and physical completion comes with the 10, but you've definitely completed things, and you're definitely going to have to just make one little last push with the Wounded Warrior card here in that responsibility zone, and you're coming into quite a bit of freedom. 8 of Wands, planning some goals that you want speedily to come to you, and that's really the end of a difficult time, the end of Swords in your back and betrayal, and being stuck to the ground. This is really being stuck through the back, but it is being stuck, and you're letting that go. It's an ending, spiritual and physical completion of this man-made disaster that was around you. It could have been debt, it could have been whatever it was painful. You're leaving that painful time behind, and you're aiming for something a little more truthful, a little more honest. You're aiming to clear up a lot of truth and a lot of deception, a lot of betrayal. You don't really care what the results are. You want clarity. You want clarity because you just want to move away from this energy, and you see that possible. That's perhaps why I keep thinking of babies. 3 of Diamonds is work card. Let's see what's going on with my Saggies at work. Ooh, Saggies at work. A reason to celebrate. Jack of Diamonds. That would be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But Jack of my Diamonds is the entrepreneurial card. And you do have a reason to celebrate. And if you are working in a CE, in a corporation, which is the corporation card, this is totally working for somebody else. It's probably a raise, a promotion, a bonus, a good on you, mate. Just something better than you've had for a bit. Just a recognition for you. Ooh. Oh, this is going to cut out 5 of Diamonds energy, which is that coming out of the cold card. I did accidentally say that with the 5 of Swords, and that's because you're going through a lot of change right now. But this is going to change you. This is you coming out of the cold. This is you cutting off difficult financial energy, coming into a little stability, a little more stability, a little more. You're just one step away from that 6 of Diamonds. The 6 of Diamonds means money's coming in and out as needed. Things are going well. Even charity can be considered, honestly and openly, with exuberance, because you are becoming abundant. You are heading towards abundance. So you're cutting off this lack of abundance. And another step forward to that 6 of Diamonds of victory and abundance is coming your way. Let me just pull some closing cards. Victory. It's not going to be easy because 6 of Swords is a bit of a painful victory. But, hey, you had 10 of Swords in this reading. And 10 of Swords is 10 swords stuck in your back. It's quite gory sometimes. But this is you winning that. And you're going to work for it. And it's because of the truth you're asking for. You're asking for this, just let's come clean, man. Let's just do this. Let's just be happy. Let's just move forward. Let's just do the work. Let's, this is kind of like that. Let's just, whatever. It is what it is. You're willing to accept painful truths. You're willing to move forward with what you got. It kind of has this, you're just, it's not the 6 of Diamonds, but 6 of Swords means a little bit about relationships. It's that give and take relationship as well. That public card. That, remember, swords are man-made things. Swords are things we have to deal with in the world, and it's a victory with that. It's a give and take with that. It feels like a flow. Your life is going to start flowing again. You're going to put the effort behind it, no matter what the truths are, no matter what the starting point is. You don't care because you want the end result. You're willing to work for it. You're jumping. Saggy, this is a good reading. You've taken such control of your life. Be careful to not hold it too tight, especially the kids. But it feels really solid. You guys, 6 is a victory. And you're just going to run with that victory. You don't really, you're not even going to celebrate much of that because you got places to be in and a new start to get to. Congratulations for coming out of that 10 of Swords. You're going to jump right out. All right, Saggies, thank you for sharing your energy with me. Please like, subscribe, share, comment, tip, or donate if the spirit moves you. And, of course, email me to book a personal reading or connect with me personally, individually. All that information is in the box below. And have a very beautiful week, my Saggies. There's no reason for you not to. Congratulations.